Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This is going to be an updated video on my Charlotte Flair, Showboat Charlotte. Since it's been a while and there's one particular change that impacts it a significant amount for me. I'm 0 for 13 on 100% straps. I have not gotten a Showboat strap in 13 tries, so I'm still stuck with a 50%er. That would make a huge difference with the multiply gems, absolutely huge. I still like Nightmare Plate. Whenever you make 6 or more multiply gems, increase your yellow gem damage by 100%. Still like Jade Plate. Whenever you make 10 multiply gems, increase your green gem damage by 100%. Now, I don't have the yellow Royal Rumble Plate, but even if I did have the yellow Royal Rumble Plate, I wouldn't use it on Charlotte with what I have, to clarify with what I have. So I think the real advantage to Charlotte is her speed. And the Royal Rumble Plate being a gem chucker is going to slow that speed down. I do think if you have lesser stuff than this, then it's a great outlet, and I will acknowledge that it will hit harder, the Royal Rumble Plate, than I am going to with these builds, but it's slower. So just throwing that out there. I will show you guys multiple different trainers for her, including this build that you can now run. And if not Matt, you could use Lex for 2 gem modifier if you take Lex to gold. I'll probably just switch Lex onto there just to show you. But there's like a lot of different things with Charlotte. You are absolutely going to want all of her gears. Again, if you haven't seen the video before, don't know where you get them, they randomly show up. There's one every day in the faction store. Right here. And it just changes. It could be this one 5 days in a row, but it rotates. So that's where you get those. So absolutely free to get all of her gears. It just takes some time. If you do all your faction stuff and your faction maxes their stuff, about 2-3 months, you can get all the gear. It's not that bad. All right, back to what I was doing, losing focus. And we're only going to use 2 moves. That's all we care about here, for sure. I will say, with the lower, I'll talk when I get there, never mind. Natural Selection, 1 MP, 44k damage, make 30 random gems into multiply gem strength 2. Overhead belly to belly, 5 MP yellow, 154k damage, destroy 30 random multiply gems. The gears, 1 gear makes your yellow gems do 75% more. Second gear gives you +2 on your multiply strength, and the third gear gives you 3 MP. So Brawn getting boosted is the big deal here. 1 more on all of the multiplies. You may not think it's a big deal, but it is. Still using Sherry and Leo, so we're really getting our multiply gem strength. And in this spot, I like Chelsea the most by far. She had 60% to all of my multiply gems, and then 40% to my greens. Just doubling down on the plate. Right here, right? So I'm really liking Zombie Chelsea in that spot, to be honest. It makes it really consistent. And that's the main thing I go for, is speed and consistency. So also, you know, she always hits harder in feud because there's that 1 color gem that's boosted. In this case, it would be purple. 200%, 1, 2, 3, 4 extra purple gems. That would be boosted 200%. You can see we have a decent amount of greens, only 1 yellow, so not a great board. And we hit for 59 million in 2 clicks. In feud, that's probably 65, 70 million. And that's plenty hard. I don't use her against showboats, usually, although sometimes I do because I don't care. And then there's always a row that has a boost. Blue gems in this one, and 25% red gems in this one. So either way, any row you run her in, top, middle, bottom, if there's a gem boost, she's also picking up damage there. So 65, 70 million with that, quite easy. And super fast, right? That's way hard enough. And like I said, for me, the real attractive feature about Showboat Charlotte is straight up the speed. It's two buttons. I don't have to think about anything, and incredibly fast, right? just, that's her value to me. We have 3 yellows this time. 63 million. That probably goes closer to 75. All right. So, interesting. Brett's kind of interesting. I feel like Zombie is probably better. But if you have a lot of green and yellows, then, you know, Brett kind of indexes that. So let's take Leo off, because a lot of people won't have Leo. And I will show this one with Brett and then with Brett. Zombie Brett. Because this feud is purple, right? So losing Leo does hurt, for sure. By the way, the previous one, I played about 8 matches before this video, and the weakest hit I had was 61 million. So weaker than the one I had in this, and that's 54 right there, 54 million. And the hardest I had was like 71 million. The 71 million probably goes like 85 million in feud. She hits so much harder. This will be my first feud using her with Braun. And then Chelsea has really made a big difference in that last spot for me, it seems like, over Brett. So that's kind of where I have her dialed in at with the way I run her. You could probably get away too with this set without using the yellow Royal Rumble and improving it if you just want to keep the speed. Look at all those purples. Zombie Brett would have been way better this time. So 54 and 46. So huge variance when there wasn't as many yellows. Now let's go to Zombie Brett with these, and then I'll show you the last one using all like regular trainers. She's still one of my favorites in feud, by the way. I use her all the time, every feud. She's my showboat. I will probably, almost for sure, continue to use her over Asuka, as well. I just really like Charlotte. So here we have a bunch of purples, so Zombie Brett's going to be a really good choice, plus feud. This one would hit very hard. 61 million. So I do think Zombie Brett, I'll run one more, is going to be the better play than regular Brett, unless you're using a green or yellow Royal Rumble plate, right? Because Brett buffs green and yellow gems. If you're using green or yellow Royal Rumble plate, then you would use Brett. If you're using the multiply plate in the or whatever, then I would use Zombie Brett. I didn't put Leo on, did I? Did I accidentally put Leo down on? I might have. I must have. I hit for 68 million. Did I probably put Leo back on. Big dumb. So sorry, guys. I mean, I could edit that out, but... I had good conversation in there, anyway. I did put Leo back on. What an idiot. This one. Did I not hit set? I don't know how I did that. I'm like, those multiply gems should not be 13. Let's try this again. No purples. No yellows. 1. And we still got 3 purples, 1 yellow. Bunch of greens. Could be worse. Little cascade. Still 59 million, right? Like, that gets it done. It really does. Those percentage zombie trainers are quite good. At 60%. I mean, you are seeing some cascades. If you had Howdy, you could use Howdy too. Personally, I don't know if it's worth it, really. Like, I mean, you could use Leo Howdy. Maybe you pick, when you cascade, if you cascade into a multi, you'll definitely pick up damage, for sure. Let's see what we hit here. 54 million. So yeah, I think Zombie Brett more than regular Brett on Charlotte. And then finally, this is going to show Matt because he's 2 multiply, but I'm just going to go ahead and use Tech Lex because he's also 2 multiply. And you know, you might have Lex, and well, you should have Lex, and you may not have Matt. I was going to do that originally. I don't know why I spaced that. And any of them would work. You could use Priest at gold, you could use Andre at gold, you could use NOD Rock at gold. Not that most people have him. And if you don't have any of those guys, you could always use Mosh as well. In fact, I'll show you with Lex and with Mosh. Why not? And Mosh can do better if you cascade. So like if you're using a Royal Rumble plate, Mosh and Howdy would be huge damage, right? Huge damage. But I like the speed. That's what I'm after. But if you don't have like maybe the right stuff, or maybe you're someone that wants damage, right? Anyway, this is all the lower build, and that's still 48 million. That is not bad, ladies and gentlemen, at all. Considering that's going to hit harder in feud. This initially looks like a solid board. Yeah, this seems really good. This should be a decent hit too. 43 million. So you're probably, you know, with the feud stuff, approaching 50 with something like that. And then let me just show you with like Mosh. In fact, you could actually use any Royal Rumble plate, right? Yellow is obviously the best. But if you're generating extra multiplies, in particular with like Mosh and Howdy, you could use any of them. It would not matter. Have I ever used Mosh on here before? Generate gems. But this will only work if we cascade into them, the 5 extra. Because I'm not using a Royal Rumble plate, but Mosh is still effective. I didn't, but we still hit for 41 million. So, yeah. That's my Charlotte with the update. Let me know in the comments if I ever do get 100% strap, if you want to see it updated, the comparison just like this, or very similar, with that 100% strap. I plan on trying to get it. But again, you can absolutely use the yellow Royal Rumble. I'm not saying you shouldn't. Just for me, like what really puts her over the top and why I simply cannot get her out of my feud lineup is the speed. Once she hits like hard enough to consistently win against everybody and zero them out, and this moveset and these trainers definitely does now, she's just lights out good and super fast. You can't have enough 2-click speed feuders, you know what I mean? Like it's huge. So let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Comments, concerns, that sort of thing. What could I do better with a video like this? Because this is, you know, pretty much the sort of video I do often. So constructive feedback's always welcome, and letting me know if you're liking videos, lets me know what to keep doing and stuff. So yeah, I appreciate you all. Thank you guys for the support again, and good luck out there. Yeah, Charlotte is so fast, so good.